you see from your guys down the stretch to be able to claw that one out?
Well, down the stretch, we made a ton of winning plays. Julius on the offensive glass. Smart offense by Ant by putting the pressure on, going to the hoop. Got our hands on a lot of things. Got a lot of things. We rebounded pretty well. I thought we just made in the fourth quarter a lot of just little gritty plays that we hadn't been consistently making. Not just in this game, but maybe in the last couple games. So, all credit to the guys there.
The first half defense was.
Yeah, I mean, it was we were kind of in a fog. I don't know. We just transition. We kind of we're stabbing up the floor and getting cross matched and just kind of a little bit loose there. And I think we came out better, much better approach in the second half. We knew they would run. I mean, they lead the league in fast break points. We took away the long passes, which they like to do, but we got cross matched and we got loose, and then it felt like we were a step behind.
How do you as a coach decide in those moments when to just stay the course with your guys or when to say, hey, I gotta try something else?
In terms of like
a rotation,
rotation
guys or whatever.
it's a bit of feel, of course. Tried it all a little bit tonight. Big lineup. Didn't go deep into the bench. I thought maybe we could, but you could see us slowly coming alive. So I was going to try to ride that. I knew in the beginning of the fourth, I had to go with the lineup. I just felt like those guys were experienced enough to be able to make our run right then. If we didn't make our run in the beginning of the fourth, then we would be chasing the game. So,
speaking of the list, Bones.
Yeah.
Kind of rocky.
Yeah.
The bench is producing like that.
I mean, Bones was great in the first half. We didn't have much flow to our offense. He was able to throw in a few from deep. I loved how he kept being aggressive. Then Nas kind of, as the game went along, we really were able to find him. I thought Ant did a good job. I thought the game turned really when Anthony got to the paint and started making plays rather than settling as much in mid range. And then we were able to get him in rotation and get some clean looks. It was really just kind of him and Bones going somewhere, and getting to the heart of the defense.
What turned the defense on? Who's the quicker do you think is supposed to the other three?
I just I liked our our on ball physicality. We kind of overran everything. Didn't allow them angles to get downhill. I thought Rudy was really good, kind of getting up a bit more to take away the mid range shot that they were kind of surviving on at times. And then we were much better just shutting down a 3-point line.
Chris, I mean, Ant has been so good down the stretch this season, but I guess what do you think contributes most to his elevated play in those moments right now?
I mean, he's just doing it. Tonight was a perfect example. I thought he did a great job of getting the matchup he wanted, attacking pretty quickly, not settling. Putting pressure on. I think years gone by, we probably would see a few more hero shot threes. I thought his three tonight or his shot tonight came in the flow, but mostly he was getting downhill. Waited for the moment for the floor to open up. And got to the free throw line.
Coach, based on not only what you saw today, but also what are you seeing during the season, are you noticing any difference in terms of how teams are guarding Anthony Edwards?
I think, they show him a crowd, and I thought in the first half we played too much into that crowd. And so they show him a crowd. They do a lot of things. We see a lot of different looks with him. I think he's pretty comfortable now, recognizing what's coming at him. These guys were very physical, very handsy, a lot of denial, a lot of blow everything up. That's the other thing we had to do a better job as the game went on, is screening for each other. So.
Right. To follow up, recognizing the type of defenses that teams throw at him. Would you say that is kind of the biggest leap that he has taken this season?
I mean, I think the biggest leap he's taken this season is what we talk about is closing games. I think that's the most notable thing he's really grown into. he's done a good job over the last few years of recognizing these things. I think, just staying patient with them. He's still, I think, at times can do a better job. He's such an attack-minded killer that he wants to kind of beat every defense all by himself. But knowing now when to get off of it a bit more, I think is more comfortable with that.
Second, talk about how this can be a stressful time for a team. I just see them just try to block that out and just play a game.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was bothering him tonight. I thought we played really good physicality defensively in the half court. It was just the transition stuff that they were able to kind of get us off their bodies. But I liked our kind of our early start, and then things got a little soft. Once they took the lead, at 2017, we kind of started shortcutting a little bit, but I didn't feel it was anything related to the trade deadline.
First win here in 22 years.
It's crazy when you think about it. Didn't have much to do with those 22, but the last 4 or 5 I certainly did. So it feels good to win here now. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.